can't avoid.
I'm not sugarcoating anything. I had a lot of fun with this film. Probably the best MCU film since Endgame, and for really good reasons. It has a lot of entertainment, the effects don't melt my eyes, and the characters themselves have a lot of defining moments, especially Yelena. Prior to the trailers, I did not know anything about Thunderbolts or the comics, nor did I thoroughly watch Hawkeye and hated Black Widow to even care for Yelena's character, and Red Guardian. Let's gloss over the fact how much they've butchered Taskmaster. I know hardcore comic fans were displeased on the handling of the character. Bucky had a lot of potential post-Winter Soldier, but fans, including myself, have been displeased of the handling of the badass side of his character. But they've seen to nail the process of the trauma of his past as Killing Machine. He wasn't the best character of his own show as John Walker, who in my opinion has been the best of the post-Endgame. Being rejected as Captain America, allowing his emotions get the best of him, and being labeled as a murderer, to being thrown out by the people who selected him for the role. Feels like a redemption tour for a lot of these characters. So Thunderbolts being the very film getting a group of misfits to be heroes in the world, or in other ways of telling a Marvel version of the Suicide Squad, the announcement surely didn't get me excited. But I will say, once the trailer started rolling in, they now had my attention. And I'm a pretty optimistic guy with a lot of films and projects. In my latest video, I stated I'm in the middle with the MCU takes. I look at every project from an unbiased standpoint. I don't hate and see projects for the sake of it existing because boo comic book films, nor do I shield myself to forcing and loving the film, no matter how abysmal the writing is, but I was for sure excited to watch this film. Despite Doomsday revealing at least 6 out of 7 of the characters are surviving, it may have hindered my excitement a bit. The marketing did a very well job of establishing character interactions and personal development. There's a message to be had, and well, I will say this is the most fun I had in an MCU film. And yeah, I enjoyed Thunderbolts more than the last Spider-Man film. No multiverse spin nor nostalgia keys. The film focuses on the crew coming together and overcoming the dangerous threat, who is the Void.
You can't even save yourself.
Alright guys, let's break down this plot. The story is really simple, as it didn't need to be a complex anime style level, which is a great intended direction to make a film more of a character story, or stories in this case, making the film work really well. Thunderbolts opens up with Yelena doing missions for Valentina, infiltrating a science lab filled with loose ends. Valentina wants to disintegrate many of the evidence against her, just like General Shepard from Modern Warfare 2. More on that comparison later. The opening scene reflects well on Yelena's character and her struggle being alone, with no purpose. She wants to be more than an errand girl, so she takes on her last task in order to promote herself for being more publicized, but runs into a very odd situation. Valentina planted her pieces all in one room to take them all out. Taskmaster, getting the butt end like always, gets shot right in the head. I know fans will be mad at that one. Anyways, the group find out they're part of the incineration process and must work together to escape, with the new fella Bob, who was a successful experiment in a way from Valentina, as she looks to use him as a scapegoat for the trial of impeachment against her. Now the group of misfits who are being hunted by her are saved by Bucky, kinda, who wants to take her down and save Bob for being used for power and corruption. You know, the film does a really great job for making you care for the characters. They all have flaws which made them the negative in society. When being hunted, they come together, cooperate against a massive threat. The Void, who is honestly a great mirror image to the Thunderbolts, as they all feel empty and useless. Even Bob wanted to be a better person, but a tragic life of abuse left him in a dark path. He's a clear parallel to the team, just in a Superman level threat kind of way. All feel alone and useless, like how he was, and how the Void overcomes him because of the way he feels. Smart to thrive this film to a more character-centric than focusing on making the story deeper and oddly complex, like how Suicide Squad was trying to do. All the characters mesh well and have excellent chemistry, especially Red Guardian and Yelena, who were much better in this film than Black Widow. Their interactions made me actually care for them. In the end, they had this really great moment where she's pretty much confessing how she felt for the past year and how much regret Red Guardian has for leaving her alone for all this time. It's just a really great piece of dialogue. John Walker is still my favorite character post-Endgame. The film plays really well on his struggles at home with his wife and child, and how aggressive and arrogant he becomes whenever someone mentions his past. He is a douchebag to Bob, which in the end he ends up supporting him when Bob is trying to fight the Void. He becomes more of a caring hero than a selfish asshole, as the public views all of them as now the new Avengers. This is how the MCU used to be. It wasn't how do we write these characters into a story we are trying to tell, but how do we form a story with these personalities. There is a strong messaging about being more and letting go of all the emptiness and struggles we face inside, and how to work as a team to overcome odds. And yeah, it naturally worked. Although I will say I was disappointed on the handling of Ghost. She had her moments, like the amount of doubt she gained from the other Thunderbolts, but completely proving them wrong. Wish we got to see more of her history instead of the whole telling and not showing that she gained for her character.
We are the Thunderbolts!
Can't call ourselves that.
Great fucking work, Marvel. This is what they need more of. Just a fun, character-centered film where the comedy is used in areas that don't shift tones like a roller coaster. Action which is entertaining. Yeah, the visuals suffer with the obnoxious overuse of gray, but it's not tragically bad as the last few outings. I was very disappointed in the handling of the new Captain America film. MCU needed this one desperately. They've clearly lost the same magic that made the original cast fun to watch. But hey, strive for more character films, less on nostalgia bait, and well, here, you have a fun ride. Could this be a comeback? Fantastic Four is the next film, and given the track record of that name in live action, I'm a bit worried. But if it manages to succeed and get butts on the seat, Thunderbolts definitely kickstarted what could be the resurgence the MCU needed. Or I could be completely wrong and MCU will continue to be inconsistent to the bare bone. Anyways, go see it in theaters. It's surely the hype the trailers perceived it as, and yeah, I don't regret buying a ticket for it. But hey, that's it for me, so yeah, see you on the next one, guys.